Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm frying up some whole fish. The fish I'm using today is Dr. Fish. It's one of my favorite fish to use. It tastes so good and nothing like the rest. Alright, so fried whole fish, and I'm gonna be pairing it with this delicious gravy that has okra, tomatoes, onion, and all of that good stuff in it. Alright, so let's get started. Okay guys, so like I said, today I'm using Dr. Fish. This is one of my favorite fish. It's just the flesh of the fish tastes so different compared to the others. Okay, so if you've never had it, give it a try. This is one of my favorite fish along with red snapper. I would say those are my two favorite type of fishes to use. All right, so anyways, the first thing, make sure your fish is clean, and then you want to make a few slices on both sides of the whole fish. Another fish that'll be good here to fry up is snapper, okay, or whatever you like to use. Do you, boo? Okay, so yeah, you want to make those slits, and then we're gonna season up the fish really well. So to season it today, I use some salt, black pepper, onion, and garlic powder. You rub the seasoning really well into the fish on both sides. Okay, so in this plate right here I have some flour, and that's what I'm gonna be dredging the fish in to fry it up and get it nice and crispy. So I mixed into the flour the same seasonings I used on the fish. I mix some of that in the flour, and now I'm just gonna coat each of the fish really well in the flour. Okay, shake off the extra flour, and then let's fry them up. My frying pan over medium-high heat. You want the oil to get nice and hot in that pan, and make sure you have enough oil in the pan to fry up the fish. Okay, so once you place the fish in the pan, you're going to fry it until that first side gets nice and golden brown, and then flip it to the other side and finish cooking it. Okay, the fish won't take that long to cook. I want to say about 10 to 15 minutes at most. Alright, so yeah, once the fish is fully cooked, you're going to remove it from the oil and place it on a plate lined with paper towels so that extra oil can drip. Okay, now let's make the gravy. I'm using the same frying pan I fried the fish in. I removed some of the oil, left some in the pot to make the gravy. Alright, just a little bit, and my stove is on medium heat right now. And some veggies that I added into the pot. I added some sliced red onions, some scallions, minced garlic, a few sprigs of fresh thyme, and I let that cook for 3 to 4 minutes until it was softened. Then I'm gonna also add in some diced up tomatoes and some okras that I sliced into some huge chunks, semi-huge chunks, not too big. You could slice them as small as you'd like. Mix those veggies together and let it cook down. Okay, so next I'm gonna also add a few tablespoons of butter. That's for flavor in the gravy, and then I'm gonna add some water. So check the description box down below. I'll list the measurements for everything that I'm using there. Okay, but I added about 3 to 4 cups of water. The amount of water you add basically depends on how much gravy you want to make. Okay, so if you want a lot of gravy, add more water. Don't be scared to add more if you need it, but don't add too much to make soup, because we don't want all that gravy. So next I'm adding some oyster sauce into the gravy, and also a little bit of soy sauce. So the oyster sauce and the soy sauce adds a nice brown color to the gravy, and it also adds flavor. Okay, and I'm gonna mix that into the gravy until it's well combined. Then I like to cover the pot and let it come to a simmer, and once it starts simmering, you're gonna uncover the pot and taste the gravy and add seasonings as needed. So taste it. If you need more salt and black pepper, you can add that, as well as some onion and garlic powder. You could add that in here as well. If you have Maggi cubes, you could add that. Taste your sauce and make sure it's tasting right and delicious. So next, in the small bowl right here, you guys, I'm adding a little bit of flour, like 1 tablespoon of flour and maybe about 2 tablespoons of water to make a slurry. This is gonna thicken up the gravy for me. Okay, so mix it until it's kind of like you see here, kind of in the form of like a paste, a runny paste though. Okay, and then we're going to take that once it's combined and pour it into the gravy while it's simmering. Mix that into the gravy and it's going to start thickening up the gravy really well. If the gravy is not thickened to a thickness that you like, you could go ahead and make more slurry and add to it if you need it, but mine was just how I wanted it. Okay, so yeah, and once you mix that, let the gravy cook and simmer for about, I would say, 5 to 10 more minutes. And once it's thickened to consistency you like, once the seasonings is just right and it's tasting delicious and the okra and everything is cooked for about 10 minutes, that is it for the gravy, you guys. And if you want, you could put the fried fish back into the gravy and let it simmer for 2 minutes or so. But today I just wanted my fish to be extra crispy and like you see it here, and for the sauce to be separate on the side. Okay, so that's how I served it. But if you want, you could combine the two. But I served mine with the fish by itself, nice and crispy, and so gravy on top, and then you could just spoon your gravy on top of your fish and enjoy it. And that is it, you guys, some fried fish and gravy. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you give the recipe a try. If you do, let me know in the comments down below how it turned out. Thank you guys so much for all the support, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.